negotiation ethics and looking forward, bringing it together. What final advice or words of wisdom do you want to offer students taking this course?
I certainly wish the students well in their work in negotiations. Some will become actual negotiators. Some may just do negotiation as part of a larger program management or other type of job. But the skills are useful no matter what, and I would certainly encourage students to learn as much as they can about themselves, taking personality tests, asking family members, when I'm talking to you about things we have conflict with or that we're trying to sort out, how do I do it then? What works for you and what doesn't work for you? Sometimes I do this with executive coaching clients. Ask them to talk to their wives or their children to say, how am I doing in this area? And something like interest-based negotiation, for example, is something that we generally do when we're comfortable with someone, when we have respect for them, when we trust them, when we feel respected, and we just do it naturally. But it's good to learn those skills, take a workshop in it, learn more about it, practice it with your teenagers if you have them. It's a great time to practice your skills when you've got teens in the house. The more natural you become at being sincerely interested in other people and what they have to say. And as you said earlier, not always just looking for opportunities to agree with people, but being able to articulate where you agree, disagree, be willing to talk about interests that you may have that may be different from the interests of the other person, or interests that initially appear to clash. Your teenager's thinking, I'm 13 now, I should be able to stay up as late as I want. And, rather than just percolating like I can remember doing and saying, no, I'm the parent, you go to bed. Being able to say, so why is it that you'd like to stay up later? And it's being able to express our own interests of that person, staying healthy, of being able to learn the next day in school, of, I want you to have fun too, but I also want you to be able to do well in these other areas. So being able to have sincere, interest-based conversations with anybody in your life will prepare you to be the best you can possibly be when it comes to the negotiating table. Then it's not a technique. Then it's not just some gimmick that you learned at a workshop. It's a way of life. It's a way of being with people, where again you're being honest and you're being sincere, and those qualities again are going to do more for you than anything else. But continue to learn. Take workshops. Go on and take other academic programs. There are lots of great programs out there right now. Negotiations, conflict management, some of the other human sciences are great. Some of the psychosocial analysis courses that are out there are quite helpful. Again, make them part of you though. Don't just study them, but learn the stuff. Find out what works for you. Ask people around you what works for them. A lot of times you're going to notice that when you take on a new method for approaching people, if it's improved, people will say something. They'll say, hey, when I used to say this to you, you used to get all stressed. Now I noticed you talk to me differently. What happened? And it's an opportunity for you to learn, for them to learn, and to improve your relationships.